might hurt, you might love her more than she loves you, but the best thing you can do to regain respect, regain composure in that relationship is you need to... Welcome back, boys. Today, I'm going to show you how to make women respect you, because I see all the time inside the tribe, my own group, in my day-to-day life with my friends, guys being massively disrespected by their girlfriends and women in general. And there's a reason for that. It's because you don't know the key rules behind building respect. Now, in this video, I'm not only going to show you how to make women respect you, but also how to make them crave you, how to get them horny, how to get them ready to go. So stay tuned, watch the whole video. I'm going to be dropping some sex tips in here as well. It's going to be a fucking good one. So, let's get straight into it. Number one, what I've realised as I've gotten older and started to use some different tips and tricks with women is that if she's consistently being a pain in the arse, if she's starting arguments with you for no apparent reason, if you're being a completely reasonable guy and she's just getting angry about everything, oh, you fucking left the dish over here, you didn't clean the toilet, what she's actually doing is subconsciously shit testing you. She wants to know if you're man enough to actually walk away from her when she treats you badly. So she's testing to see, because a high value man, a guy who values himself, will not take a girl being a bitch consistently. And I don't mean every now and again. Every now and again, a girl goes on a period. We all have our ups and downs. Occasionally she'll be in a bad mood. Maybe she's a bitch, she apologises. But if she's consistently winding you up, consistently being a bitch, and you don't walk away, she can't respect you. All she's asking for when she is winding you up is for you to walk away, because she expects you to have enough value for yourself to not take her shit. And when she sees that, she can reinforce to herself, okay, it's worth being with this guy. He obviously values himself. He's the right guy to be with. I shouldn't feel bad about being with him. I'll respect him. I'll be nice to him from now on. And she'll be calling you, begging to come back after a certain amount of time. So boys, first thing you've got to do, if the girl's treating you bad, you just got to walk away. It might hurt, you might love her more than she loves you, but the best thing you can do to regain respect, regain composure in that relationship is you need to walk away and completely blank her. You don't message her, you don't reply, you leave her in cold water. And you have a think to yourself for a little while about what you actually want. If she's still messaging you, talking about how sorry she is and all this sort of stuff, then maybe you let her back in if that's the girl that you want to be with. But she will learn to respect you that way. You just can't put up with shit and not walk away. So if she's a bitch, walk away. Tip number 2. Now, as much as girls will tell you this, they don't actually want a yes man. They want to be told no every now and again. If they feel like they can ask for anything and you'll say yes, and they're not providing anything in return, you are simping out, because they know there's an unfair exchange of value. Even though we don't like to talk about it, relationships are an exchange of value, and the ones that work well are the ones that understand that, and they give equal value exchange to each other. So a guy might totally look after a girl financially, take her out to dinner all the time, treat her good, and in return she gives him sex, gives her feminine presence, makes him relax, makes him feel good about himself when he comes back from work, cooks food for him, cleans the house. That is a good exchange of value, and that is what a relationship is built on. So if your girl's asking for things all the time, you've got to learn to say no. If she's treating you well, if she's looking after you, if you guys have already got that great exchange of value, that you're both doing things for each other, it's absolutely fine to say yes to your girl. What you want to watch out for is if you're being used, because it's automatically going to make a girl lose respect for you. I was with a girl a little while ago and she told me, Jack, I miss you. She doesn't see me anymore that much. She's not the main chick. So she's like, I miss you. I've been with this guy recently, and every time I argue with him or I try and get a rise out of him, he argues back with me. He becomes so sort of angry and aggressive, and it scares me, and I don't respect him that much anymore. She says, I miss you, because whenever I try and argue with you, you just tell me to shut up and then grab me and kiss me, or you'd tell me to leave if I was going to argue, and you'd never raise your voice. So boys, you are the rock that she looks to for support. So if you shout, you cry, you get angry, that's not what the rock does. She cannot emotionally affect you. That's what she wants to see, and she'll build huge respect for you even after the day you leave. Even if you never see each other again, you'll be playing in the back of her mind as the guy that was just so cool, calm and collected. You've got to be that guy. You've got to be there, weather the storm, listen to what she says. If she's being abusive, if she's hurling abuse at you, you just tell her to leave. You say, sweetheart, can you go please? I'll see you later after you calm down a bit, all right? Bye-bye. And then you get rid of her, or you take yourself out of the situation. That's the number one way to be as a man. Little side tip on this, obviously if you're a heavy drinker, it's going to be a lot harder to control your emotions. So for me, I don't really drink that much anymore. It allows me to stay very calm. Even when women have had drinks and they start getting rolled up, I'm cool as a cucumber, no problem. So boys, watch out. If you're on a date or if you're with your girl, you've been with her a while, try not to drink too heavily. It's obviously going to make you worse at controlling your emotions. Number 4, be a maverick. And this means doing things your way, a different way, even if other people don't think it's quite right, even if your girl maybe has a problem with it. If you like wearing a certain thing, if you like an outfit, you think you look cool as fuck, and she says, oh, I'll take that off, do something else. Sometimes you just got to go back and say, no, darling, I'll dress myself, thank you very much. I'm not a little boy, I'm a fully grown man. I look fucking ace. So you either go out at me looking like this, or you find another peasant off the street. Your choice. Make my day, punk. You lay it on her like that. So don't be asking your chick too much to be like, oh, can you dress me? Can you pick my clothes out? Because trust me, these girls are sneaky. They'll be having you dress some whack shit just so no other girls look at you. She wants a strong, confident man who knows what he's fucking doing, that solves his own problems, solves her problems. My girl regularly asks me, my main girl regularly asks me, what's wrong, Jack? You look worried. And I say, don't you worry about any of my problems. I've got everything sorted, all right? Have you got any problems? Because I'll solve them too. That's what she wants. She does not want to be there listening to you moan about all your problems. You need a strong network of guys that can help you through those problems, that you can vent to, that can look after you. You don't want to do it with your girl because it does interact with the romantic relationship. Even if you don't think it does, it does. It puts in her mind, okay, he's slightly weaker than I thought he was. This doesn't mean if you're in a really bad spot, you can never open up to your girlfriend. But as a rule of thumb, you should absolutely keep your problems and solve them yourself. Do not heap them on your girlfriend. In fact, take all of her problems and solve them for her as well. Because that's the man you've got to be. You've got to believe in yourself. You've got to be a maverick. You've got to do your own fucking thing. She says, oh, I don't think you should try that. That's too risky. You say, no, I know exactly what I'm doing, all right? So don't you worry about that. You leave that down to me. I'll make the big boy decisions around here. That's what these girls want, boys. They don't want the fucking equal thing. They don't want to discuss everything. And number 5, you will never lose a girl in your life. You will never have a girl walk out on you or say she doesn't want to be with you if you give her the best fuck she's ever had in her life. So, few rules of thumb. If you can't tell if she's come, then she hasn't. She should be screaming. She should be tearing you up. You would absolutely know. Her body should be shaking and quivering. Sex is a skill, which means it needs practice, it needs research, it needs development, it needs investment. You boys have got to go out there and you've got to find out, how should I actually fuck? You've got to put some effort and some work into this. Don't just lay on her and be that guy. Be the guy that blows her mind, because I guarantee she'll respect you for it. Because she'll just be thinking in the back of her head whenever she sees me, fuck me, he's the best guy in bed that I've ever had. And there's no way even if she hates everything else about you, she'll respect you for that. Another note that I've put here is stay active. And what that actually means is you need to make sure that you are switching things up. So when you get a relationship especially, you can be very good at the start. You could be the top dog. But then when she's seen your tricks every single night for 100 nights, she's starting to think, well, this is fucking boring now. She might not tell you, but that's what she's thinking. And she starts fantasizing about other men. I'm sorry, that's just what happens. It's unfortunate, but it might hurt. That's what's happening. So what you need to do is stay active. And that means continually research, continually learn new tricks, try it in new places, do different things, tie her up, spank her, all that sort of stuff. You've got to get that done. Little tip for you, if you've been in an LTR, long-term relationship, you need to start getting her riled up in the day. Naughty DMs. Start saying you're thinking about her and that you can't wait to I'm not going to say anything else about that, but send some naughty DMs. Choose your own. I've got mine, but I'm not going to tell you. Then she gets home, tie her up, make her your fuck doll. That's what I'd say. I think that's completely inappropriate. I probably shouldn't even have said that online, but that has been one of the best tips I ever got from Sterling Cooper. If you guys need sex tips, fucking check out Sterling Cooper. Absolute animal, porn star. Has a free ebook and a few other things that you can get from him that will teach you a lot about bedroom game, way more than what I know. This guy's a previous porn star, so he's the guy to go to. But a little bit of advice I got from Sterling was make her your sex doll, which means treat her like she is like you've got complete control over her. Tie her up and treat her like a sex doll. Obviously make sure it's all consensual, make sure she's enjoying that. That's got to be in there as well. But 99% of times, I guarantee she'll be very, very happy with you if you're in an LTR and you start switching things up like that. So boys, that is how you get respect from a woman. That's how you win respect back, even when you've lost it, is by ghosting out on these girls, by getting rid of them. If your girl's lost respect for you, you get her out the door. That is how you win it back. If you boys need anything else, any dating tips, any advice on testosterone boosting, join the course below, Gorilla Tribe. Drop me a DM on the WhatsApp group. Be in there with a bunch of boys that can talk about dating, self-improvement, all the rest of it. Anyway, it's been a pleasure. See you boys on the next one. Whoopah, whoopah!